Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Parma Career Mode, episode number 25, and we are pretty much a quarter way through into our series to 100. Depends on how well we are going to do, but right here, pretty much in the last few hours of the January transfer window, we have 5.7 million to work with. So we're looking to sign a central midfielder right here, Vitale. I think that's just the player's name. I think it's a CPU generated player, but unfortunately couldn't really agree a deal with him. And this is the most annoying part of FIFA sometimes, especially for negotiation. They don't set a price tag for you. They don't, they wouldn't, there are times where they wouldn't want to negotiate the price with you, the wage, the signing bonus, and everything. So it was really hard to get it straight at the first time, but I missed that opportunity, so I decided to go for a striker, Ramondo. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And left-footed player, pretty tall as well, 6'3", 6'4", pretty good in the air, and a left-footed striker, which is something that haven't really quite consider about it recently. I mean, all of our attackers at the moment, or at least my strikers, right-footed. But honestly, there are times where I kind of get benefited from having a left-footed striker. Of course, Volpato was one of the players that kind of make him to become a temporary striker. And honestly, even though he's a left-footer, it worked out quite well for him as a left-footed striker, but that's why I was like, you know what? If I can't really sign a midfielder at the moment, I'm gonna actually just go for probably just gonna sign a striker at the moment. Again, we were lacking bodies up front at one point, and I cannot afford having that as well. Even though playing time might be a little bit, it could a few players might find it struggling at times, but you know what? Right now, it's all about the final sprint of the second half of the season. Of course, we're still up front in all of the three competitions so far: the league, Champions League, and also the cup competition as well. But you know what? At the same time, we also get to enjoy the the youth scouting report again. Not having a lot of good players recently, or good young players that deserve to be called immediately. But there's one player noticeable. You guys can see it. Probably it was a guy's name called Furry. 15 euros, 70 rated, in the region of 83 to 87 with his potential. Honestly, his potential is lower than I thought it would be, but the fact that his current rating at the moment, it's pretty much good enough to warrant him to stay in the club, and of course potentially selling for a profit in later season. So first game of this episode, we are playing against Juventus, scoring the first goal very early on. Excuse me, I just woke up. Later on, Vlahovic scoring a goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Defense is just still quite concerning at the moment, especially when we are competing for all three competitions at the moment. We can't really afford losing or conceding goals in that kind of an area. And later on, look at this highlight once again. Juventus corner kick coming up, and you just put one winger, your fastest winger, or any other player in the wide midfielder after a corner kick in Ginotto. And look at this guy, just sprinting from the right side, from our half of the pitch to the other half of the pitch, and scoring a beautiful solo goal, making it 3-2. Later on, here comes Vlahovic once again. Here comes Juventus, and later on a good assist, and also Kulusevski with an equalizer 79 minutes in. Unfortunately, that would be the end of the game. Dropping points once again against a Italian giant. And right now we are drawn in the round of 16, and we're playing against Spurs in the round of 16 away for the first leg, and at home for the second leg. Again, this is going to be a tough one, and also you guys can see that we have been drawn against AC Milan in the cup competition. So right now, my approach is to pretty much kind of forget about the league at the moment. Try not to fill in a very strong starting 11, because we won that last year. It doesn't matter. This series ends with a treble or a quadruple or anything else like that, as long as I win other major competition. Again, I can win For example, I can win Champions League and also Cup competition, and I can call it, the series. But that's not going to be it, unfortunately. Well, we just have to wait and see because again, even there are times in the regular league game, it could be very, very. Of course, I don't want to be ending up at third or fourth. Of course, if we can win the league, we can win the league as well. But right here, 3-0 against Benevento. Benevento winning 3-0. Very comfortable game in general. Putting our youngster or reserve players in that competition. But this is going to be a big one. Quarterfinal against Milan. At one point, they were unbeaten in the league. So this is going to be a very tough game to play, of course, against another Italian giant, a historic club. There is certainly a lot of concern behind the scene for Parma, but you know what? We cannot fear them. And here comes the first attack, pretty much 19 minutes in. Ruggieri, assist to Moratti, scoring the first goal. And later on, it was a very unfortunate goal right here. Tonali scoring a deflected goal. It was, I cannot imagine how unlucky we can be. 72 minutes in, here comes Pellegrini. We have to win this game. I'm sorry. I know how skillless or tasteless it can be, but we have to win this game by all means. A sweaty goal. I'll take that, to be honest. 81 minutes in, here comes a counterattack for us once again. We have 10 more minutes to go. Here comes Pellegrini on the left-hand side. Again, by all means, we just need to score whenever we have the chance to. We just need to score when the time is right. And there you go, guys. 3-1 against Milan, and we're through to the semi-final, I believe so. And finally, a very good game as well for us. Quarterfinal, but the problem is we have to either face Inter Milan, Atalanta, and also Napoli at the moment, but I think all those three other clubs are going to be a very tough challenge for the club. But honestly, I'm relieved that we kind of got rid of AC Milan because currently they are honestly very, very tough to play, especially at San Siro. I certainly don't want to do that as well. So right here, Torino away from home again, still looking for just keep on winning in the league at the moment. Sanderson Park, I know it's a Bolton field right there, home field. 2 minutes in, here comes Ruggieri, crosses in the middle to Romando in his debut, pretty much scoring a very scrappy goal, but you know what, he will take it, scoring on his debut as well. 5 minutes in, here comes Boldanzi on the left hand side, crosses in the middle to O'Day, and this is yet a scrappy tapped in. But you know what, 7 minutes in, scoring 2 goals already on your debut, you just got to be happy about that. Romando scoring another one, a 15-minute hat-trick, or 12-minute hat-trick to be precise, to pretty much set a record, I believe. So in anywhere in the world, that must be a record, but 27 minutes in. Torino scoring another one. Again, don't really have much to say. Romando scoring another one. 4 goals for him, 42 minutes in. This guy cannot simply stop scoring, and thank God I signed him compared to the midfielder that I did. Baldanzi chips in the middle. Great finish right there. Knowing the goalkeeper is going to rush out and knowing his touch wasn't at his best, the best way he can do it is just to chip it over the goalkeeper. Romando scoring his 5th goal in today's game. This guy can pretty much jump straight into the starting 11 if we have the chance to. But right that minute or 1 minute before the end of the game, Torino scoring another one. But doesn't matter. We put out the youngsters. We put out the reserve player. We got the result. Doesn't matter how we get there. We got the result. But here, this is going to be big one. Spurs away from home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Of course, a majestic stadium. Honestly, as a rival fan, Arsenal fan, I can say the stadium is majestic. It's looking very, very nice, to be honest. 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in right here. Here comes Spurs. Son scoring the first goal, and I thought the worst nightmare is going to be just like that. And it's going to be tough because we were playing against one of the Premier League giants, and still we are looking to potentially minimize the damage. It's really hard to predict that we're going to win the game, but we just have to do whatever we can to kind of stay the score in this way. 73 minutes in, we have a few chances. Spurs have a few chances. but Caprelli, this guy, it's insane, saving us time and again. What a big save at that big stage for him, of course. Caprelli, what a save throughout the whole game. He was pretty much the man of the match for me. Could have been probably 3 or 4 goals to Spurs, but he kept us in the game. And Milan might have a chance of potentially getting a sweet revenge after the exit against Parma in the quarterfinal. Right now, going in San Siro now, 65 minutes in. Here comes AC Milan, and here comes with another tactic that I very much like. Bianco to Baldanzi, to Pellegrini, through to the middle to Ginotto. He has the speed. He has the pace of everything. Beating Tomiyasu and beating the goalkeeper as well. Scoring the first goal in the game, 68 minutes in. It took us long enough to score the first goal, actually. 86 minutes in, here comes AC Milan. Here comes Che Adams. It was a poor defense overall. 88 minutes in, allowing Che Adams, AC Milan, to score an equalizer. That's pretty much the end of the game. I know it sounds very depressing. 2 Italian giants that we faced couldn't really get a result, but honestly, the damage wasn't quite big because we're still sitting at third, same point tally with Milan, but Inter Milan has 2 points ahead of us. Still in the region of 3 points away, so we're okay at the moment and currently 11 points away from Juventus. So we're looking very good here. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.